So, hello and welcome to the YouTube channel. My name is Abdul Sulayman, and welcome to, I don't know what week we are, but we're roughly about 4 weeks away from my comp. So today we've got a heavy squat. I woke up, got to work, all chilled, nice and good. Like, I had a 270 last week. I was like, maybe we'll go a bit heavy today. Coach said, and I thought we'll go a bit heavy, but then around like 10, 11, my coach just messaged me saying, make sure recovery's on point for tomorrow. And I was like, jeez, okay, let's see what's gonna happen. So I opened my program, and guess what we have today? We've got a single at RP7, give or take. So I don't normally push singles close to end of like comp period. This is like the first time I'm trying this, so I'm hoping to see a good benefit from it. Hopefully practice that skill with heavier weight, and hopefully we can execute on the day, but I've done my best. I didn't get that much sleep, but we're gonna try and do what we can for today's session. So we'll see how everything goes. I think on program we have 285 kg, which is heavy, like really flipping heavy. But we'll see if we can execute for it. I'm all warmed up, but still have some mobility work to do in that. But shit, let's just take you guys to the squat workout, and hopefully we have a good single, and then we have some insane back offs. Like, bro, I'm tired already, but let's see how everything goes. So let's run the B-roll section. So cheers. Yikes. So right, that was just 285 kg top set knocked out. I got ridiculously hyped for it. Yeah, it moved okay. Filmed from the side, and depth was a bit questionable. I don't want to be going into the meet with a question mark on my depth, so that's something I need to refine and uphold myself. So have a chat with my coach. See, my stance was a little bit narrow too, just a little bit. I think if I was a bit wider out, I'd have been able to sink it a lot more confidently, but moved okay. I'm pretty happy with it. I'll call it an RP 7.5, not 7. I'm not sure if I could have tripled that, but we've got back downs right now, 272. I might do 217 step for a double, and then we'll see how everything goes from there. So. So that's pretty much the 285 kg done and the 217 back offs, like a double back off done. The 217 moved a lot harder than it was supposed to be, but I'm okay with it. It wasn't too bad. I kind of rushed going into it. I didn't take much of a rest between that and the 285, but it moved okay. The first rep, I think I lost my balance a little bit, so I tipped forward, so it was a lot harder than it should be. But we'll see where it was going. Depth on that looked okay, but I think, I don't know, I don't want to be worrying about depth so close to meet, man. It's not what I want to be worrying about. But we've got 240 back offs, and then we have some light to it, and then we'll have some accessories. So I kind of play that in the background, and then we'll catch up after the whole session is done and get ready for tomorrow's session, because tomorrow is just fluff work and stuff. Nothing really exciting, but it has to be done, and that's how I maintain training going into this camp. So I'll catch you guys in a bit. Right, so that's pretty much the whole session rounded up. We had 240 for 2 sets of 3 for backup sets, and then after that it's just core work and then some red flies. So we had some wall off dead bug press thing. I don't know, I'll type the name down in the bottom, I keep on forgetting it. And then after that we had some red flies, which also moved okay. Overall, I'm okay with the 285. I think I should have executed better, but it's just getting more comfortable with these heavier loads. I have been squared. 285 is like 5 kg less than my best squat I've actually completed. So I'm very happy with that. Just wish depth was a lot more convincing. From the front angle it looks like okay, but then that side camera is not making me feel the most comfortable going forward. Well, just for today, let me not say going forward, because I know I can execute and improve on that a lot more. So I pretty much ran out of memory there, but all I was just trying to say is I need to make sure squat is there on the day and is 100% not a problem. And I really don't want to have to have gone through so much from my squat in terms of the knee pain and everything to like fail on the squat depth. So we'll try and do my best, execute, and then we'll see how come day goes. I'm currently headed home, get some food and that on this death contraption that I've bought, so I'm no longer using the bus to get home for the meantime. So yeah, I'll catch you guys tomorrow and see you guys in a bit.
Hop in and hop out.
Yikes. So hello and welcome to the second portion of the video. Today we just have some really light bench, and I'm just going to actually talk through what I'm going to be doing on this day, because this is mostly like fluff work since my pec, bicep or shoulder thing flared up. Normally I have like a heavy bench day today, and if I was not in the comp mode, today will just be like a full chest day pump, get the body feeling nice and good. With the whole powerlifting specificity now, I'm starting to feel a little bit skinny, but it is what it is. We just keep on moving. So today we just have some Larsen press. The reason why I'm doing Larsen press is just to take off pressure off my knee. But I think for the first set I might just try bench normally. Yesterday's squat session went really good, but then also my knee really took a beating from that. It's not bad, but it's like I just need to be conscious of it and rest it and prepare for like Thursday and next week Monday's squat session. So we'll get into the section of the workout and I'll slowly talk you through what a Larsen press is, why you should do it, when you should include it in your program. I'm not much of a coaching technical person, but I'll give you my perspective as to why we've put it into my program and the benefit I've seen from it so far. So that's pretty much my whole training session done. So just to recap over what happened. So we were supposed to do Larsen press. I ended up doing 2 sets of Larsen press at the end of the session really. But I wanted to practice my comp bench setup. So that's me like setting my foot and using that to generate my arch. Because I watched a few videos and I read or listened to about generating like horizontal tension using your quads to push back, and then using your glutes and your hamstring to really push upwards, and then use that to leverage yourself into a better position when setting up, and letting go of the glutes and hamstrings while keeping the quad tension to slowly bring your bum down. It's a lot to process, and it's more of a higher, like I'm slowly just understanding it. I always find it interesting when people say powerlifting is very basic and simple, like oh you do squat, bench and deadlift and technique. Once you have your technique, it's all done. I've been benching for about what, 4 or 5 years, and every single 2 months I'm learning something new, I'm relearning certain things, I'm messing around with new things. Like my technique is constantly evolving because I'm not strong yet, so it doesn't make sense for me to say my technique is there when I'm not at what I believe my peak strength will be. So bench went okay. Larsen press, so what a Larsen press is, basically it's a bench press, same setup except you're using no leg drive, so your legs are up in the air. So I worked up to 2 sets of 130 using my normal comp bench setup, which moved okay. And then after that we had 2 sets of Larsen press. which we also did. Now the reason why I'm doing lancing press in my program is to take pressure off my knee. So I've been dealing with my knee issue, and I think when I bench press, when I come bench press, my knee gets flared up pretty aggressively if I'm trying to generate a big arch using leg drive. So using lancing press in my program helps me like scale backwards. So I did drop the weight up to 120 kg. Also, just to obviously make it a lot lighter and like not that much pressure on my knee itself. But also my bicep was flaring up. So I ended up taking it down, keeping the weight a bit lower. I tried using like my knee sleeves as elbow sleeves, which was a terrible idea because those things stink like very, very badly. I need to wash them. But it did take pressure up at the end range, which helped me bench the 120 pretty comfortably to an extent. But once the bicep starts kicking off, that's it. It's just gonna keep on going. Okay, another reason why you can add lancing press into your workout is also to improve your end range of bench. So this normally applies with your high arch lifter. So if you have a low level of ROM, when you go lancing, you effectively have to increase that ROM because you can't generate much of a lift up from your legs. So you really get to strengthen that end range. And like after doing lancing press for a long period of time, I found out that I have zero issue coming out of the hole when I bench. It's more of just getting down there, controlling it and pushing out. So it's a fun thing to add into your programming, lancing presses, tempo, spotto presses. There are a lot of different variations and whatnot. But that's just one reason why I've added that into my own program. So after the bench press, we had some wide grip push-ups to just get some blood flow in there. That started making the area feel a lot better. And then I had some normal like grip pull-ups, which also flared up my bicep again. So both were okay. Like, I mean, it wasn't too bad. I didn't feel like my arm was gonna fall off or anything like that, but it did hurt. And then we had some face balls, which I'm using a band for, and I feel like they feel really, really nice when I do them with a band rather than the cable. So doing that actually is taking off a bit of pressure off my bicep. So the pain is not as aggressive anymore after doing like 3 sets of the band face balls. So that's pretty much rounds off this video. I'm gonna try and do a squat and a bench and then the deadlift workout in a separate video entirely. We should have something heavy coming up this weekend, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's it, that's the video. We're about 3 weeks out from comp. Pretty excited. The 285 kg squat had me pretty excited leading up to that too. That moved really good. Apart from the minor depth issue, it was fine. I was happy with it. So we'll keep on pushing, and then I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thank you very much.